Hi guys, and welcome to this week's edition of the Deep Dive. This week I've got a special guest with me, Mr. Steve Gore, and we're going to be talking about Alakazam's latest release, but it's not Steve Gore's latest release. So we will talk about the history of this product and give you the full insight into the background and how it actually became an Alakazam product. But remember, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time we go live on YouTube and every time we post a new video. And we are actually adding so much content to our channel over the coming weeks, so you won't want to miss it. So without further ado, let's introduce you to our special guest this week, Mr. Steve Gore, the happiest man in Magic, I would say. Mr. Gore, how are you?
Very well. How are you, Pete?
I'm really good, mate. Really good. And I'm so glad we're finally having this chat, because we've been trying to get the rights to this trick from you for, 6 years, 5 years, something like that?
Maybe. Something like that.
It's such a brilliant trick. And it was actually the first effect that Harry purchased for himself.
Oh.
The first effect. So a lot of the stuff, obviously, I was, giving him loads of stuff to perform. This was the first effect he saw that he went, I want to perform that, and he purchased it for himself, learned it and everything. Yeah, and it's been one of his favourites ever since.
Oh, it's lovely to hear.
It's such a great routine, and in fact, I'm carrying this about with me now. Because I class it as a bit of a packet trick, but it's actually a full routine. It really feels. I showed this to Andy Nyman. I showed it to hundreds of people at Blackpool, but I showed it to Andy, and he, afterwards he said, "I just love the fact it's a full routine. When you think it's over, it then kicks you in the teeth. It's."
Again and again.
It's just one of those wonderful little effects that the first phase really grabs you. Great bit of mentalism, great prediction effect. And then when they think it's over, it just hits them again with a brilliant piece of magic. And now we've added even another little piece of magic at the end, which is a lovely delayed moment when they think it's all over again. You just hit them again. So where did the idea come from for Casino Con?
Yeah, well, the original idea I came up with in 2012, so nearly 12 years ago. And I prototyped up about 15, 20 cards. So I didn't have the routine as such in my head at this point. I just had the idea of having misdesigned cards. So I did like 15 or 20 with different casinos, all with one on the bottom. It was more of a prediction idea. I had a postcard with a message on with a casino. And then the year after, Greg Wilson was over. I'd organised his lecture tour, and he was around my house, and I was showing him the idea. And then when we was together, we came up with the routine, the phases as we have now with the poker chips and the second phase. So together we did the routine. And then, the following year, then I sort of brought it out and sold it independently. Card Shark, I think, produced the cards and the wallets for me. And I managed to get some of the commemorative chips from the casino. And then a little bit later, Michael Six Muldoon sort of purchased the rights for a period of time. So he brought it out again as another run.
And then we managed to... So just to say as well, so Michael Six Muldoon, he had it out. I don't think it was out for a long time.
No, it was just a limited run, really.
It came out.
I think it had things going on as well, so it kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah, it did, and it was such a shame. And it was one of the effects that Harry kept bugging me about, because, like I said, it's one of his favourite. I think because it was the first trick he had ever purchased for himself, it's got a sort of special place in his heart anyway. I love the effect, and I'll be honest with you, I never performed it because I didn't have a set. I never had a set for me, and by the time I wanted a set, you just couldn't get them for love nor money.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I think it was when me and Harry went to Magic Live. We had spoken to you beforehand, and we said, look, we really want to bring this out. It's such a shame that it's not on the market. And you said, well, you've
Yeah.
got to speak to Six Maldoon. But
Yeah.
by this time, System 6 is no longer in business. So I think Harry tracked him down, and he said, look, this is the situation. We want to bring it out. Are you planning to do anything with it? And he said, no, we're not releasing anything anymore. You've got our blessing to do it. So we sorted everything out with Six, then sorted everything out with you and Greg. And we're so pleased now to have this out as an Alakazam product. It's so simple but clever.
Yeah.
It's really clever. I remember you showed me your original one when you first brought it out. You showed me it at Blackpool. You came and performed it to me at the stand. I remember it, and it's great.
Yeah.
And
it's a nice. Lots of people talk about ADCs and the everyday carry, and it's just handy because it's so pocket sized.
Yeah, it is, and like I said, it's a full routine. It's not just a one phase thing. It is a full routine. So it feels like you're getting more out of it, than just a quick little twist in the aces or, whatever the packet trick is. This feels more like a full routine. And we've both got presentations for it. And the nice thing is you can build a nice presentation for it as well.
Yeah.
And I always find that whenever you're presenting something, whenever you talk about Vegas or gambling or casinos, it hooks your audience.
Yeah, most definitely. You could even extend the middle phase even more if you do coin moves, chip moves. You could extend the middle phase again. So and there's so many different handlings as well. I seem to remember on Pete Turner, there's some footage with Pete Turner showing some handlings as well.
Yeah. It's such a great trick, and there's a couple of little changes that we've made to the new set that's come out. We obviously, Aid Gower at Monster Creation has redesigned all the artwork, so it's designed from scratch. So it all looks beautiful. It's stunning. It pops out at you. There they are. And the other thing that we've changed is the chip, which now gives you a lovely delayed piece of magic. And everything, as you can expect with Alakazam, is top quality. So the chips aren't stickers; they're all properly printed, like your originals were. Good weight chips as well.
I was just going to say how nice and heavy the chips are. They're a lovely weight to them.
Yeah, they're lovely. They're really good. But it's just one of those really fun effects. And do you know what I found as well? With lay people, you're going to fry them anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to fry them. With magicians, I think certain magicians have a rough idea of what might be happening on phase one. If you're a knowledgeable magician, you get a rough idea. The thing is, though, when you go into phase two, you cancel out what they think is happening in phase one. And I've been doing this in the shop a lot. And, way before its release, we always road test stuff just to tweak the routine and make sure we've got it how we want it. and you see they think they know what's going on, and as soon as you go into phase 2, they, when it's magicians, they go, oh, I thought it was, and they totally miss it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's the key strength of it, that one phase cancels out the method of the other phase.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's very, very clever thinking. So let me get this right. When Greg got involved in this, because it's you and Gregory Wilson, so for most people, you'll know him as Greg Wilson, but there are actually two Greg Wilsons, but this is the one that you mostly are more aware of, and you'll see him in the trailer in a moment. But on the packaging, he's Gregory, because there is another Greg Wilson. So when Greg got involved, what stage was the routine at? Was it sort of you had an idea of using this principle, but you didn't really know what to do with it? Or was this already set out and it was more on routining? What stage were we at?
It's going back 11 years, so...
Yeah.
I remember, but I have a feeling that I had, like I say, the prediction on a postcard, and then, like I say, about 15 different... so that the first stage method was there, and I think then together we got it down to the 10 cards, and then introduced the second phase as an extra thing.
Brilliant.
So that was definitely a joint thing.
Yeah, and it's great. It's great thinking. Well, I tell you what, Steve, let's take a look at the trailer, and then we'll come back and we'll speak more about it.
Brilliant.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the trailer for the Casino Con.
Welcome to Casino Con. Now, this is the first effect I ever purchased in Magic, and for years we've been trying to get the rights to produce it. Finally, it is an Alakazam effect and we can bring it back to market. Guys, we're going to try something here using some casino cards and a poker chip. Can I borrow your hand? Is that all right? Close your hand around the chip. Do not look at it yet. Can I use you as well for this? Is that all right? Okay, right. He's got a poker chip in his hand. There's one prediction here, but I'll leave it there.
So look, all these have several things in common. Number one, they're all jokers. Okay. And number two, they're all from closed casinos in Vegas. Casinos that went defunct. And I'd like to think I had something to do with it. All right?
They are all from casinos that have shut down. Aladdin, June's, Maxim, all different. I'm going to give the cards a mix. And then what's your name, sorry? Jade, lovely Jade. Can you just touch any joker you want? I'm going to lay them out on the table. Any joker you like, just touch it. Okay, I don't want to see it, so pick it up. I don't want to touch it. Pick it up and have a look at the casino. Turn it over, have a look at the casino. And show the camera as well. Love it, I'll take it back. Awesome.
The Dunes. It worked.
Nice.
There you go.
So can I keep the Dunes chip then?
You can, if it's a Dunes
If it's
chip.
a Dunes chip, can I keep it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be
that's
freaky if that were a Dunes chip. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
Junes, hey, look at that. And how much is it? Right, give it back to me then. Thank you very much, sir. And there's a prediction there. Take a look. Junes, look at that. Right, imagine we've just rocked up in Vegas, all right? And we're going to go and play some cards at June's Casino. So let me take the cards like this. And I'm going to shuffle them up. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, whoops, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Boom, 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 boom. You can actually see them shuffled in slow motion.
Okay.
Right? Square them up. Fair so far?
So far.
Cut the cards. Extra fair, right?
Extra.
Okay.
Now.
This is the part that's going to freak you out. No. Deal them to me. I want this to be extra fair. One at a time. One to me, one to you. Nothing could be more fair. Cards were shuffled, cards were cut, cards were dealt. You did all the work yourself. Turn your cards over. Boom, you got 5 of a kind. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Now, let's see what you got if we were playing cards. No surprise, 5 of a kind, right? But jokers are wild, as you know. But they are wild, so if I snap my hand over my cards, I can turn them into the Royal Flush. Look at that. But I wouldn't want to win $25. Check this out. I'd want to win $25,000. There you go.
No, I got 5 of a kind too.
Excellent.
Yeah, look. Yeah, they happen to be a little different though. Yeah, like, oh, look at that, they're all in spades. Oh my, how did that happen? Oh, geez.
That's really good right there. That one's really good. Now, that one is fat.
I'm Harry Nardi, and Alakazam are proud to bring you Casino Con by Steve Gore and Greg Wilson.
It is absolutely amazing. And the great thing is, all of that is zero sleight of hand.
Yeah. You can make it as slightly or as self-working as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. There was a nice little idea that we've added into the instructions as well of Jamie's, is putting an additional prediction on the table as well.
Okay.
And I tell you why I like that, because I think when I was getting them just to go for the chip as a reveal in their pocket, I was finding that the time delay from them going to get the chip meant they were ahead of me, sort of already knowing maybe that the chip was going to be correct, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then having that prediction, and it's just a written one, it's something that happens
Yes.
in front of them, and it now throws them off and they forget about the chip until you say,
Yes.
and now, remember I gave you a chip at the beginning?
Yeah.
And you're adding even another little element in there. And it's just such a really strong routine. And this is one of my EDCs now. If I'm going to take a packet trick with me, it's this, because it's so much more. You've got magic and you've got mentalism, and strong magic and strong mentalism built into one thing. And the beautiful thing is, everything on the table at the end of it is fully
examinable. Yeah.
Fully examinable.
When you have the prediction, it just draws their focus to allow you to obviously switch the chip for the other one. So that's a good thing that just draws their attention.
Yeah. It's great. Well, I always give them the chipsets in their pocket, and I go through all the timing and the moments, and there's this great bit where, because with my presentation, I'm not sure if it's the same as yours. They all follow the same line, of course.
Yeah.
But I say, I'm a big collector of things to do with Vegas, especially casinos, and in particular casinos that are no longer with us, casinos that have closed down. I want you to keep hold of this. Don't look at it, but put it in your pocket. But I'm going to tell you what you have in your pocket now is one of my prized possessions. It's a chip that belongs to one of these casinos. It's got a face value of $25. Even though you can't spend it, it's worth a lot more than $25 to a collector. And I tell you what, if I can't influence your choice, you'll get to keep that chip. So that's my presentation. Then afterwards, when I get them to get the chip out, I say, and what is it? They say the Dunes. I say, how much is it? 25. I say, you could have won that, but that's mine. Yeah. And then I go, actually, seeing as we've got the cards, let's play the weirdest game of poker you've ever seen. And at that point, everything happens. And it's just so nice. And that the routine floors magicians, and it kills lay people. Absolutely kills lay people. So good.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So what's your next steps as a creator, because you've created quite a few things, and to be fair, they've always been brilliant, but in very short supply. You sort of bring these things out, people go crazy for them, and then you can't get them anymore. So what's your crazy brain working on at the moment?
It's revisiting quite a few of my previous projects actually to sort of bring them like this one more into focus. I have I'm filming next in 2 or 3 weeks time actually over with Penguin in Ohio. So we're
Lovely.
redoing the GPS deck, which is my printed Edgemark deck, but in a totally new colour. So I've had the idea for this colour at the same time as the original. So I've had it prototyped for many years, and I've always thought that this new colour is so much more better than the previous one. And I've got some amazing new routines. We talk about everyday carry. I quite often are reliant upon gimmicks and various other tricks and pieces, and I seldom go out with just a regular deck of cards. But this one is one that I could actually just carry as my sole deck. There's some brilliant new routines coming out for that. I've also got Together Forever, which was my anniversary waltz. That's coming back out again, hopefully this year, but in bicycle back.
Wow.
And I'm redoing my Vegas book test. I've improved that as well. So,
Well, each one of the effects, the GPS deck, we had those in stock when you first bought them out. But like I said, they're on the market for a very short amount of time. Because people go crazy for them. You do one run and then you can't get them anymore, which is such a shame. And I'm really glad that, Penguin are getting behind that. You're going out there to film it because just imagine this. I just want to say it. You got a deck of cards. Your spectator could shuffle them up as much as they want, hand them back to you. They can remove one card from that pack. Remove any card, put it in their pocket. This is a very basic thing you can do with it. But they can take out any card, put it in their pocket. You can
turn away, not see it.
Yeah, you take the deck back. You don't spread it or anything. You could literally put the deck back in the box, and you know what card they've taken.
Yeah, that's just
it's genius. It's such a genius deck, and I'm glad you're bringing it back out. And having someone like Penguin behind it, I know it's going to be absolutely amazing as well.
Yeah.
And the Vegas book test, and I said to you this at Blackpool. Every time I speak to Spellman, he says to me, cause he always says, "What have you got coming out?" And I say, "Oh, I've got Steve Gore's, Casino Con." Oh, ask Steve about the book test. Ask him about his book test. Ask him about his book test. Like every time I speak to him. And once again, this was something that I'm not sure if we did stock. Did you wholesale this? I thought we did have this in stock.
I sold a few to Penguin and Murphy's at the time, but not a lot. We're talking like 50 copies. You know.
I think we stocked them for a while, but once again, stocked them, great seller, and then you decide not to make them anymore, and it's such a shame because you've got some really great commercial ideas, and I'm really pleased that they're coming back to market. Super pleased about Casino Con because that's under the Alakazam banner. Harry's over the moon with this one. When we first had the prototypes made for the new version, I performed it on sort of the team. So Wayne Goodman, Jamie Dawes, Andy Smith, everyone's sort of surrounding Alakazam, and all of them just said, "I need a copy as soon as you get them in. I need them." And Jamie performs it all the time. Wayne Goodman performs it all the time now. It's just such a solid effect for no work.
Yeah, it's lovely to hear.
It's like a cheat code, isn't it? You're getting this great bit of mentalism, great bit of magic, and there's you don't have to put in anything apart from a little bit of presentation, and that's what I like. I love adding presentation to effects, and to me it's such a shame when you get an effect and it's over in 2 seconds. I want them to feel part of it, and you can do that with Casino Con. And it will be, everyone's using the term EDC, but I think it will be an EDC for a lot of people because it's a full-blown routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for bringing it back out.
Oh, it's honestly, believe you me, mate, when I say it's my pleasure. It's, well, you know how long we've been bugging you for the rights anyway. Probably bugging you for the rights to this more than we've bugged anyone else for the rights to anything. I mean, this has literally been years in the making for us. So
yeah,
it's great. And we're going to wrap it up now, but I want to wish you, all the best of luck with your future releases as well. I know they're going to smash it because you're always creating good commercial routines that are pretty off the wall as well.
Yeah.
Which is great. It's great to see. So, Steve, just thank you very much for joining us on the deep dive, mate.
Oh, thank you very much, Pete. Nice to speak.
Brilliant. And we will no doubt see you again soon with your next project as well. We'll get you on the deep dive as well to talk about the GPS deck when it comes out.
Yeah,
Okay,
hopefully it's going to be called Flight Deck.
What's it going to be
called?
Flight
Deck.
Flight Deck.
Flight Deck, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, we'll definitely get you back on for that. So thank you very much, Steve.
Okay, thanks, Pete.
So, guys, that's the amazing Steve Gore right here on the deep dive. If you haven't picked one up already, it was released on Thursday. It's called Casino Con. It is such a beautiful little effect, and I guarantee you will do it. You will love it. Also, if you like the theme of Casino Con, check out my new effect Jokers, which was released the same time. It makes for a perfect addition to this, or alternatively, a standalone item or a way to expand your casino type routine. And if you really want to expand your casino type routine, check out What Happens in Vegas, the Jack of Hearts edition. Get that, get Casino Con, get Jokers. You've got yourself a 15-minute casino based set. So make sure you check out Casino Con on the website. And before we go, if you haven't done so already, do us a favour. It's always handy if you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. You'll be notified every single time we go live right here on our YouTube channel, and it will notify you every time we put up a new video, and we're going to be delivering a lot more content. So until the next deep dive, I'm Peter Nardi. Enjoy your week.